Good morning, everyone. I am Lisel A. Esteron. Today, we're going to discuss about social literacy. But before that, I will read the learning outcome first. First learning outcome is define social literacy. And next, discuss social skills, their impact, strategies for improvement. Describe an emotionally intelligent person. Next, present ways for enhancing people's skills. Next, identify ways on how to integrate social literacy in the lesson. Next, draw relevant life lesson and significant values from personal experience on practicing social literacy. Next one, analyze research abstract on social literacy and its implication to the teaching learning processes. And lastly, design an instructional materials that can be used in integrating social literacy in a related discipline. So those learning outcome should be met in our lesson. In concept exploration, the school is a social institution established for the contemplation of reality in a profound, personal, informal, and unstructured way. So a school will be place for the student and teacher. Teacher thoughtfully the student of the curriculum. Then student will be able to complete their or contemplation their learning in terms of social skills, cognitive, and psychomotor skills. Teacher facilitate learning, teach student and model certain types of acceptable behavior while developing them in all aspects academically, physically, emotionally, and socially. As a future teacher, we are the facilitator for the student. We can teach them when it comes to the behavior, respect, or any kind of manners. So, as a future teacher, we are the role model for them to adopt in their reality. All we need to do is to understand and know how to be a flexible teacher and that will able to teach in our future student. We are expected to be a role model in when it comes to the academically, physically, emotionally, and socially. We all need is how to handle a student or diverse student in a different aspect of learning. In performing such tasks, teachers also relate to parents and other stakeholders. This is why understanding and attaining social literacy is imperative among them. So, when we give a task to our student, we should facilitate to other stakeholders before we execute to them. So, social literacy is important to the teacher between student, teacher, between stakeholder and others because social interaction is really important to succeed in our task or in our program or activities. Now, we are going to discuss about social literacy. But before that, I will read it first. Social literacy entails the development of social skills, knowledge, and positive human values toward desired and ability in human beings to act and react positively and responsibly in a wide range of complex social settings. So, social literacy is all about how we deal other person or how can we interact to the complex social settings. We as an individual, we all know how to socialize or interact with a large of group people. Now, we all need to do is to be a good individual in showing how to act and react positively and responsibly to avoid any disrespectful action to them. In school, social literacy can be demonstrated by teachers in dealing with their superior, colleges, parents, students, and others. So, teacher must deal with a manners or proper behavior to interact with different scenario. In dealing social literacy, teachers should apply a social skill to form a better relationship with their other other stakeholders or related co-teacher. When it while for student by how they interaction and interrelation with the surrounding around them, their peers, their media and political influencer, technology agent, religious group, school staff, and family members, and etc. So, student must know how to interact or deal with the other student. It shows their social skills in terms of socializing or interacting with other students. Especially when we doing a task or group activity, it must be show our social skills on how to be effective in when it comes to the social interaction. Now, we will move to social skills. Social skills are aspect of social literacy. As such, these are integral part of functioning in society. So, social skills is really important or imperative in the development of our society. It involves good manners, communicating effectively with others, being considerate with others, feelings, and expressing personal needs. So, as an individual, we all need to do is to know how to be effective individual when it comes to dealing or interaction with other people. Kailangan nating mai-apply yung mga social skills like being communicating effectively, being a problem solving to resolve eye conflict. And hindi natin mariresolve ang mga ganap if we don't have a good relationship with them. So, ang social skill it build or it help us to build or grow our relationship with the other person. Also, kailangan nating malaman na kailangan nating marunong tayong mag-take and give a opinion and show as respect as a social skills. In fact, children gain social skills through playing, while adults obtain it by interrelating with others, both verbally spoken language and non-verbally. Gesture, body language, facial expression, eye contact, and appearance. So, sabi dyan, ang mga bata or as a student is natututo tayo by interaction with other people. As a student, natututo ko kapag meron mga group activity at may nakakahabilo ako na ibang tao dahil nakakagain ako ng knowledge from them. It can be verbally or non-verbal. As long as kaya natin silang i-adapt is natututo tayo. The way of social literacy is na-develop naman natin yung social skills. And adults can be obtained it by interrelating others. It is the same as the children. Natututo tayo as long as marunong tayo makisalamuha sa iba. So, how important social skills in school? Social skills are also important in school because they help build, maintain, and grow relationship of student with classmates, peers, teachers, student, and others, while for teacher with their superior, colleges, parents, student, and others. So, in social skills, we have a different behavior that can be shown in other people while we interact with them. It shows how to be a good individual through communicating effectively, problem solving, active listening, empathy, or it is a social skills na maaari nating ipakita sa bata, as a teachers, sa stakeholders, and then it builds a healthy relationship to each other. Social skills can be attained through a 7-step. The first one is gaining ideas, information, techniques, and perspective from people with different areas of expertise. So, we can learn a different ideas or prior knowledge by interacting or dealing with those expertise person, and maaari natin makuha or ma-adapt yung kanilang mga iba't ibang strategy for in how to be a good individual. Number 2, providing their own perspective for the benefit of others. So, yung kanilang iba't ibang perspektibo in life, it can be benefit for others to understand or mas maintindihan nila yung realidad kung bakit kailangan natin yan i-take or iwasan as a individual. Number 3, accomplishing tasks and working together towards your goals. So, in number 3, ang mas pinagpopokusan naman natin is yung collaboration or teamwork na kailangan nating matapos yung prospective task in or goal in sa maayos na time or in good interaction with them or teamwork. Maari nating mabuo yung isang task na yon kung meron tayong iba't ibang idea na maibibigay or open yung group as a give and taker an opinion or perspective in a one task. Number 4 is providing mutual support for difficult situation. So, mahalaga naman talaga yung pagpapakita natin ng support sa isa't isa na maiwasan or malampasan ang mga conflict na nagaganap sa ating grupo sa paggagawa ng isang task. And number 5, expanding network to learn about and pursue new opportunity. Maaari tayong humanap ng mga effective network na sa tingin natin is matututo tayo at magagamit natin yon na makabuo ng isang oportunidad na konektado naman sa ating gawain. And then 6, gaining feedback and referrals from people who can personally attest to work, skills, and qualities. So, mahalaga yung feedback kasi mas malalaman natin yung mga things to improve kung yung tao na pinanggagalingan na natin ng feedback is talagang full skills and may potential in that work or task na kailangan natin na iwasan yung gantan or yung feedback niya is madami pang i-improve, which is it can be helpful to us to be a good individual when it comes to the attaining a social skills. And then lastly, making the schools truly a healthy and conducive learning environment. So, as an individual and future teacher is kailangan naman talaga natin ng healthy environment, at as a learner, kailangan ma-produce ng isang school is yung merong contemplation of quality and conducive learning, or makapag-provide sila ng isang estudyante na kaya na gawin yung mga bagay na sa tingin natin is napakahalaga bilang isang individual. So, as a school is sabi nga, ang school ay isang institution na nag-establish na para makomplete yung mga personal or informal way. So, ito, sabi dito, and give a conducive learning outcome. So, makapag-produce yung school ng isang maganda at kagalang-galang na mga estudyante na merong iba't ibang social skills when it comes to dealing and interaction with a group of people. Now, we will proceed to the types of social skills. There are types of social skills that teacher can demonstrate among student to attain a harmonious relationship with them. So, maaring magpakita yung teacher or maituro ng teacher yung mga iba't ibang social skills that can build a good relationship with each other. So, alam naman natin na as a teacher, as a future teacher, mahalaga na magkaroon ng good relationship to our student. And kailangan natin to be a good role model or show our social skills that student can adopt and apply to our daily living. Now, we will proceed to the types of social skills. The first one is effective communication. It is the ability to communicate effectively and share thoughts and ideas with the student through group conversation, discussion, and etc. So, when we say effective communication which is nadideliver natin ng maayos yung instruction natin as a teacher through written and oral communication, especially when we have a group conversation to our student. The second one is all about conflict resolution. It is the ability to get to the source of the problem and find a workable solution by weighing both sides from this involved with the goal of meditating for reconciliation. It is nagpo-focus naman to sa paghanap ng mga source or information na mas makakatulong sa na ma-resolve yung isang problema. And as a teacher, kailangan natin ng equality or avoid being a one-sided, lalo na sa mga taong involved. Iwasan yung mga bias para mas madaling maayos, mas mainam na humanap tayo ng isang magandang solusyon sa problemang kinakaharap. The third one is active listening. It is the ability to pay close attention to a student in times of counseling, introspection, and consultation. So, as a teacher, which is, sabi nga nila, we are the second wonder of the student. So, as long as na nararamdaman natin na may gusto silang sabihin, makinig tayo as a respect for them. And it build a good relationship with each other. And especially, pwede tayo magbigay ng mga consultation or advice that we can, or advice na makakatulong sa kanilang problema. Pag nakikinig kasi yung isang teacher is malaking impact yun para sa estudyante dahil alam nila na ang teacher is malalapitan or isa sa pwedeng matakbuhan ng mga estudyante while hard times. And number 4 is empathy. It is the ability to understand and identify the feelings of student in times of difficulty and trouble. So, empathy is na paparamdam ng teacher lalo na sa mga hard times and difficulty and trouble of her student. Hindi naman maiiwasan ng mga estudyante na magkaroon ng mga hindi kadrudumal-dumal na sitwasyon. Kung kaya may mga teacher na handa dumamay or makiramay sa pag-encounter ng bata dun sa isang sitwasyon na ganun. So, ang teacher is by active listening, which is mapaparamdam nila yung empathy sa isang sitwasyon ng estudyante. In number 5, relationship management. It is the ability to maintain relationship and be key connection with school stakeholders for the student development. So, relationship management is the most important for the student development dahil nagkakaroon sila ng communication kung mga ano yung dapat mga improve ng student or yung mga magkaroon ng program. And then, for the relationship of teacher and parents, nagkakaroon sila ng communication, things to improve of the student na makapagtulungan ng isa't isa na masabihan yung bata and matulungan sa pag-develop and grow their behavior. In number 6, respect. It can be done by knowing when to initiate communication and respond during interaction or even in times of heated arguments and confrontation. So, as an individual, kailangan nating malaman kung kailan tayo sasabat sa usapan, lalo na kung may nagsasalita, show our respect na hayaan natin na matapos yung kanilang pagsasalita bago tayo sumagot. Then, when we have arguments or confrontation, mas mainam na think before we speak dahil mas kailangan nating iwasan yung mga inappropriate words na makakasakit sa ibang tao. In number 7, problem-solving skills. This involves seeking help, making effective decision, and accepting consequence to derive better solution to the problem. So, as a future teacher, hindi natin maiiwasan na magkaroon ng conflict between students to student in our classroom. So, all we need to do is to be a flexible teacher when it comes to the conflict or problem that we encountered in the classroom. Kailangan nating mas matalino tayo sa pag-isip ng mga paraan kung paano natin mareresolba yung isang problemang kinakaharap natin. And when kailangan nilang humarap sa consequences is mas mainam dahil para mas maranasan or matuto sila ng kailangan nilang iwasan na mga bagay as a student. Number 8 is interpersonal skills. This include the abilities of sharing, joining activities, asking permission, and waiting for one's turn in every facet of school undertakings. So, when we say interpersonal, which is meron tayong mga kaharap na ibang tao. So, it will be done by dealing or interacting with other people. So, mas nakakaroon tayo ng mga abilidad na makapagbigay or makakuha ng mga idea by interacting them. It also connected in the school undertakings or the programs. Now, we will proceed to the improving social skills. Social skills can be improved by focusing sustaining desirable attitude and eliminating those undesirable ones through modeling, role-playing, and performance feedback mechanism. So, as individual, alam naman natin yung mga behavior natin if is appropriate or inappropriate when we dealing or interacting with other people. So, kung alam natin na maganda yon, good, which is sustain. Then, if we think hindi na unrespectful to other, mas mainam na eliminate natin yung attitude natin ganun or behavior to be a better individuals. So, at natututunan natin yung mga ganyang ugali or na-observe natin na hindi maganda or maganda ito by role-playing or interacting with other people. And then, mas nalalaman natin yun when someone tell us or give us a feedback in our performance or in our interaction with them. Now, we will have 8 things to consider in improving social skills. First one is maintaining eye contact. Because eye contact is shows our respect or sincere sa pakikipag-usap or pakikinig sa kanila or to those people that we communicated. And another one is using proper body language. So, kung nakikipag-usap yung isang tao and then ikaw is palamya-lamya, it is not a good body language. So, be a professional when it comes to socializing or interacting with them. Mas pakita mo yung accurate na body position when we communicated. And then, And number 3 is knowing the difference between being assertive and being aggressive. When we say assertive, it is all about being confident sa ating mga sinasabi. And sa tingin nila, ipinaglalaban lang nila yung pinaka-idea or opinions nila to be suggestion. Then, when we aggressive, which is, pinopors mo na yung kausap mo na, ito yung gawin mo, ito yung tanggapin mo, and then, it is not a good way to have a good relationship with them. Dahil, napipilitan na silang gamitin yon dahil, napopors mo lang sila na, yun yung gawin. Not unlike assertive, which is confident lang siya na nagsabi na ito yung opinion ko, pero katanggap-tanggap naman. And number 4 is selecting effective communication channels. So, kung makikipag-usap tayo, mas mainam na pumili tayo na isang channel na magkakaroon ng oportunidad na lahat ay makapagbigay ng opinion or ideas na wala magiging conflict dahil maayos and organized yung pakikipag-usap ng bawat isa. And number 5 is being flexible. So, when we have a social interaction with other people, which is kailangan natin maging flexible to adopt their tradition, culture, or different strategies in life. And number 6, accepting criticism without being defensive. So, when we having a interaction or dealing with other people, especially in doing our performance, we can avoid having a criticism to those people who around us, because it is all about judging or giving feedback in our performance. So when they give a criticism to us, we must avoid being defensive, dahil kapag naging defensive tayo, minsan nakakapagbigay tayo ng mga inappropriate word na nagpapakita na hindi na tayo nag-show ng respect to other people. And then, criticism is one of the helpful things to improve ourselves to be a better individual. In number 7, remaining positive at all times. So, when we socializing or interacting with other people, which is nagkakaroon tayo ng conflict as an individual or as a student, habang nag-aaral tayo naman is nakaka-encounter tayo ng trials and challenges, but despite all those trials in life, we overcome it by being a positive person. Dahil once na positive person ka, lahat ng mga problemang kinakaharap mo or makakasalamuha is kayang-kaya mong lampasan, dahil walang problemang hindi nasusolusyonan, lalo na kung positive person ka. And lastly, being teachable and a good student in most instances. So, as a student, walang perfect, lahat nagkakamali, but all you need to do is to teachable or tanggapin yung pagkakamali mo na pwede yung itama. And then, be a good student in most instant, dahil hindi natin maiiwasan na magkaroon ng mga conflict sa classroom, but all you need to do is to show a good behavior and attitude when we interacting or socializing with other people, especially kapag may mga challenges na nai-encounter tayo bilang isang individual. Now, we will proceed to the other ways that may help us and need to follow when it comes to socializing and interacting to other people. Number 1, behave a social person. Being a behave person, it show our respect to those people who are around us. And then, start small if necessary. Mag-open lang tayo ng isang communication kung kinakailangan naman sa isang sitwasyon. And then, ask open-ended question, which is, yung question natin is, appropriate ba? And then, it is connected to sa pinag-uusapan ng isang grupo. And then, kung mag-open tayo ng communication, it makes sure na lalawak yung communication na yun at dun lang iikot yung tanong at sagot sa isang topic or specific na topic na connected sa ating gagawin bilang pakikisalamuha sa kanila. And then, number 4, encourage other to talk about themselves. So, as a individual, mayroon naman tayong iba't ibang opinion sa mga bagay-bagay sa ating mga ginagawa like performance task activities. So, give a chance to other people na makapagbigay sila ng opinion or ideas na pwede nating tanggapin at maging successful tayo sa mga gagawin. In the next slide, number 5, create goals for yourself. So, mag-uumpisa sa ating sarili yung goals na kailangan nating i-achieve na sa ibang tao magsisimula yun, which is sa ating sarili talaga. Then, number 6, offer compliment generously. Kung magbibigay tayo ng compliment, be sincere naman din dahil it is a compliment na magmumula at magiging motivation or inspiration nila sa mga susunod nilang gagawin. Then, number 8, read books about social skills. So, para mas ma-improve natin yung mga social skills, mas kailangan natin maging open tayo or maka-encounter tayo ng iba't ibang babasahin na makakatulong sa pag-improve natin ng social skills when we interacting or dealing with other people. And number 8, practice good manners. So, it is the most essential. Bilang isang individual, good manners is napakahalaga, lalo na kung tayo ay nakikipag-socialize o interact with other people, lalo na yung respect to other people. Yan yung mahalaga. Attitude at behavior na gagawin, even verbally or non-verbally. Kailangan, which is appropriate yung lahat ng gagawin natin, lalo na sa mga attitude. In the next slide, number 9, pay attention to your body language. So, kailangan din natin na pagpokusan na while we interacting or socializing with other people, sabi nga kanina na kailangan appropriate din yung mga pinapakita ng ating body to show a respect to other people. And number 10, join a social skills supported group. So, mas madedevelop natin yung social skills natin kung may mga grupong sumusuporta or nagmo-motivate sa atin na kailangan ganito or makakapagbigay sila ng advice na mas ma-develop natin by helping other people. And number 11, stay up to date on current events. So, maging updated lang tayo sa mga ganap para hindi tayo napapag-iwanan kung ano yung mga nababago sa pangyayaring ito na kailangan nating i-adjust day to day. And then, 12, identify and replace negative thoughts. So, as a individual, alam naman natin at malalaman natin kung alin yung mga hindi maganda or appropriate or negative na idea, thoughts na ilalabas natin sa pakikipag-communicate sa other people. So, kaya nga, effective communication is isa sa mahalaga. Kailangan alam natin na appropriate lagi yung nabibigas nating salita to avoid a conflict in one interaction. Now, we will move on in the impact of social skills. Possessing social skills result to better relationships. So, kung na-apply natin yung lahat ng social skills na nabanggit natin earlier, which is magkakaroon tayo ng good relationship to other people. Lalo na yung lagi natin nakakasalamuha, which is yung mga skills natin ang nagbibuild ng relationship na maging strong. May iwasan yung mga conflict dahil alam natin yung mga dapat at hindi dapat gawin. And number 2, better communication. So, kung alam natin kung paano tayo makikipag-usap, kung paano tayo makakapagbigay ng idea, thoughts, or opinion in a good way, which is magkakaroon tayo ng maayos na usapan between other people, na maiiwasan natin yung conflict na ganito or makakapagbigay tayo ng inappropriate words. So, ang kailangan lang natin is effective communication in in social skills to have a better communication with other people. Which is number 3, greater efficiency. Ang individual ay maaaring makapag-produce ng isang product or performance in a good way or magandang product due to a good applying a social skills. And then number 4, advanced career prospect. When we have an idea about social skills, lalo na when we interacting other people, yung sa mga expertise, which magkakaroon na tayo ng advance or potential na magkaroon ng career prospect or chance na opportunity na advance tayo sa gantong bagay dahil marami na tayo nakasalamuhang tao by interacting or dealing a social with the help of social skills. And lastly, increase of overall happiness. When we have social skills, naiiwasan natin na yung mga conflict, which is nagiging positive na tayo. Nagpo-focus naman yan sa overall happiness of individual dahil being a good individual or having a many social skills is naiiwasan na ang mga problema, challenges, conflicts with other people dahil alam nila kung paano makisalamuha or mag-interact using a effective social skills. Now, thank you for listening and may I call on Kyla Beatriz to continue the discussion about emotional intelligence.